Hi there, my name is Mike Munzing with Munzing Mortgage Group. As we head into Memorial Day weekend, I hope you get a chance to take a moment. If you can't thank a vet for all that they've done for us, just try to take a moment and remember all the liberties and freedoms that we have because of our wonderful, wonderful veterans, and take a little moment to do that if you can. Well, hey, if you're working this weekend, I certainly will be. I've been a lender down here in Orange County for about 27, almost 28 years. Been in all aspects of the lending world, so I'd love to be there for you. But if you're holding an open house as a realtor, be sure to go over to my website, pull up some information, pull up my online application, take a look at that, pull up my rate sheet. You can take that with you. Just know that the rates have fluttered a little bit this week, but they're still hanging in there at near all-time lows. They are fantastic for our buyers. There's lots of great programs out there. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac conforming loans are now up to 97%, and we can do that without mortgage insurance. Rates just a little bit higher. It's actually much better than if you had mortgage insurance, but it rates a little bit higher for that self-insured, but it's a great program, great for your buyers. Call me, once again, have them fill out that online application and get me that information so we can get them approved, pull their credit, and get them ready to go. Now, every month, Property Radar over at propertyradar.com, they come out with their monthly report looking at California as a whole, seeing what's going on with the sales, what's going on with foreclosures, availability. It's a great overall California report. Basically, the highlights of this month was by Madeline Schnapp. She is the executive director over there of economic research. She says that for the second consecutive month, California property sales were higher than the year earlier. Year-over-year growth in sales ground to a halt in September of 2013, not this year, 2013. While it's still too early in the year to say California real estate is off to the races, certainly I'm not feeling it this month, but healthy job growth in the past 18 months combined with pent-up seasonal demand certainly worked to drive higher sales in the past 2 months. So we definitely, early in the year, as you recall, we definitely saw a big boost in the home sales. Buyers seem to have gotten a little bit tepid from being out there talking to you, the realtors, and let's hope that they do start firing up again as we head into these summer months. This report always has some very interesting charts and graphs. So let's take a look at some of those and see what the specific numbers are looking like. First, I want to cover the home sales chart, and the important number on this chart is the month-over-month home sales. As we mentioned before, they've jumped about 9% from the previous month. Now this is for the month of April, so we're looking at April back to March. It's always a lagging report. The next chart is a year over year. Shows a little more bold here so you can see that. And year over year totals, all properties in California, is up 5.8% in home sales this year over last year. But the interesting non-distressed properties is up 8.3%, which is most of what we're all dealing with now. The next chart I found was quite interesting this time was the home equity. Kind of looks at all of California, all the properties, figure out underwater, who's not underwater, but currently 8.2% of the properties in California, or 720,000 homes, are currently underwater. But I looked a little bit more deeply into the numbers on the other side of the chart. Those are the homeowners who have 80% or less debt, or they have equity of more than 20%, and that's 79% of the homes in California owe 80% or less on their home. So those are great viable move-up buyers on occasion. That takes it all the way from owning free and clear right up to that 80%. So it gives you that full spectrum there. And those are the folks who can sell their home, still have enough money to retain a down payment for the next home. Very interesting. Now it's the cash sales, the ones that I'm not a big fan of because they don't need a lender. But the cash sales, month over month, dropped about 3.8%, but year over year, which is good news, was down 9.9% year over year for all of California once again. And finally, a couple of foreclosure charts here. The foreclosure sales, the important number on the foreclosures, the biggest number I want to really point out was the foreclosure sales month over month jumped by 19.2%. Those have been holding off. That's a big jump. The other numbers, such as the notice of defaults and the trustee sales, not huge numbers, but the closed total foreclosure sales were up 19.2%. And now for the inventory in a foreclosure end of the market there, I'm only going to touch on the year over year because month over month the inventories don't change much. But the important number is year over year and what's going on with that. Big number there is that the pre-foreclosure inventories, those who are still yet to be foreclosed on, dropped year over year by 15.6%. The scheduled for sale, which means they already got the trustee notice and they're scheduled for sale, is down 9% overall year over year. And finally, the bank-owned properties for sale are down 7.3% year over year. Interesting numbers there, but that's for all of California. Most of you folks are working here in Orange County, and the market here is remaining fairly hot. We'll know more next week with Stephen Thomas's report, but it's remaining rather interesting. We're getting more properties on the market from what I'm hearing from a lot of you out there. But those buyers are still being a little tepid, at least as far as properties jumping into escrow. So let's see what's going on next week for that. We'll have a great weekend. Hopefully you'll get a little time on Monday to relax and spend a little time with family. But if you need me over the weekend, you can always reach me at 949-689-5626. That is my cell phone. Put it in your phone. I'm always available, or as much as I can be, but it's my cell phone, so I try to pick up every time I can, and I look forward to being there for you. Well, God bless you. God bless your beautiful families. God bless our veterans, and God bless this wonderful country. Let's talk soon. Bye-bye. Money, 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 money.